Hi, my name is Elizabeth and I'm 53 years old. I live in Sweden. I have been married for 14 years and I have 2 children. And I'm gonna make videos about things that I feel is important to share with the rest of the world. Right now, I really feel in my heart for those who are sugar addicted, as I am. I am sugar addicted, and uh, I have a longer video before this video, so I'm not gonna go in so much around my background, but I'm gonna mention some specific details that kicked on my addiction. Um, I have previous lifetimes uh, that in many lifetimes with addictions, and the reason why I choose to come down on earth and continue to work with the addiction is to higher the vibration of the rest of the world, and so you all can deal with your addiction and set it free. Yes, into this upgrading new earth, beautiful thing. So as I said, I had previous lives with addictions and also in this life. I already had traumas when I lived in my mother's belly when she was pregnant. She was very, what should you call it? She put herself into many risks, and that affected me in the wound when I lived there in my one-room apartment. And also being born into a family with sexual abuse and mental illness, and that resulted in me not getting the needs as I do as a child, as a newborn, and that in itself makes damage on the brain in form of trauma. So environment is one of the keys for me that started my addiction, and also inheritance. I have, like I said, many lifetimes with addictions and parents with addictions. So of course it was easy for me in this life to respond to that. But the main purpose that I did that is to release addiction and the energy of addiction for the rest of the world, as 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 of course for me. Okay, so let's go. So what else? Yeah, um, yeah, that is it about that. So, oh, I forgot what I'm gonna say. You see if it comes back to me. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I said the most important things about that. Yes, another thing. Now it comes. Thank you, my guides. Uh, I He wants to go away. I lose it again. Yes, of course. Emotions, 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 emotions. Uh, the sugar that I took kept me away from feeling pain. You know, like you talk about people that take other drugs, like, you know, I don't know, cocaine or anything. I don't know so very much about other drugs, but for me, it's the same. I take sugar or food to, I have to drink, to take away some of the pain. So it's a way for me to handle pain inside me. I take sugar or food, and that makes me feel calm for a little while, and then it goes up to my brain, and it's not so good for me. You can see if you give a child too much sugar, how they react. I find it really scary. I've seen it in my work. Parents that give them, example, a drink, what do you call it? I forgot the words, but I don't want to mention any names, so on the fabrics. Soda. So if you give a child a soda and you wait for a couple of minutes, especially I think if you have traumatized, and I meet a lot of children that are traumatized, after a couple of minutes they go they speed up very quickly and it's all over the place. Okay. I talked about emotions. Okay. So it was my way to not feel the pain inside me. I took sugar and food to solve some of the pain inside me. So that gets to be like a habit from a very young age, probably before 5. And it's a strategy to solve a problem. So since February this year, 2020, I had like 50 sessions of emotion code, and I'm gonna link that in so you can check it out if you want to. It's in Swedish, but if you can find emotion code in English, I think you can, because it is from the United States. And yeah, I recommend Rigmor Malmsköld. She's amazing, amazing, amazing. So I had like 50 sessions now, or probably more. And I had a lot of feelings in my belly's in my mother's wound, and I also have a lot of feelings from past lifetimes, and also beyond that, when I've been in the grid and in the crystal as well. So, and then also, of course, many, many emotions trapped in this life. But I have released, I don't know, so many. If you take 50 times 20, you can see how many feelings I have released from my energy body. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful. And as I change, the words energy, the earth's energy change, and also my family's energy change. We have different ways. My husband have chosen another way. I respect him for that. I have chosen to walk this way without medication, meeting myself, my feelings, my pain, and release it and let it go. It could be scary to meet feelings, and I had another video about that, but I'm gonna tell you because I cleanse my videos, and I'm only gonna have videos except for one in English right at the moment. You can cleanse for it can take like a couple of seconds up to 12 hours or more, but I never think I've been dealing with heavy emotions more than 24 hours or 24 to 48 hours. When it's worst, I make a fire outside, safe, and put everything I need to release. If it could be hate or anything, any emotion, I write on a piece of paper and put it into the fire. The last time I did that, I put like 17 emotions that I put in the fire. And after that, I write on a note what I want to have bring into my life. I taught that in shaman education. I've been in Peru, so I have a lot of tools for that, and that's what I use. It's very simple for me, and it's a great, great way to transform energies. What else is there? So, if you have very difficult feelings, ask for help. If you don't have anyone around you, there are support groups like food addiction. Oh, I have to drink. My cough, excuse me. Food addiction is for free, and overeaters, you can just call them, Skype them. It's for free, and I recommend anybody. You are not alone. There are so many people that have food and sugar addiction. So don't think you are alone. Okay? And it's also free. So please, if you feel like you feel inside that you are any of these, and you feel like you need support, I really recommend those groups. You can also, through those groups, go through a 12-step program. I am on the first step, and I haven't really taken my time to read the first step, but I really have so much to deal with now, where there is just a couple of days for my treatment. But of course, I'm gonna read the first step and work with that when I'm ready for it. I think the first thing is just to admit to myself that I am a sugar addiction and food addiction. And yeah, that's it. I think that's the first step, actually. Something more about emotions. So yes, so as you figured, I have dealt with a lot of emotions. And the best way for me is to do that is by through emotion code, that I really recommend. But you have to find your way and what resonates with you. Nothing is wrong, and so you feel what's right for you. Okay, what else? Yeah, you have to reboot your brain. I don't know so much about that, more than I know you can do it through food. And I do it, I take MCT oil every day, like 2 to 3 tablespoons, and it calms my system down because it's oil and fat. And that's one of the things that is really good for healing your brain. So it's not like I eat bacon every day, but once in a while I eat bacon and egg. But mostly I eat like avocado and different kinds of oils. Okay, I'm gonna show you today some. I don't have the MCT oil, but you can Google that. I'm gonna show you what flour I use. I can even make bread. I'm very focused as a solving. I look and look until I find a solution for. It's not like I eat. I don't eat bread every day either, because I have to figure out. Now it comes to me. Thank you. Okay, I can eat bread, but not with the same brain thinking as I did before to get the sugar rush, because this bread does not include the sugar rush. But I can eat bread but not with the old mind of thinking that it is because of the sugar rush. Okay, so I'm going to show you, share with you what I make bread of. Okay, and it's really beautiful because it's sunflowers. So it's this I use for baking bread. It's amazing. I love sunflowers. So it's amazing. I use this. So this morning I just try and error. So this morning I put 1 cup of this sunflower. I don't remember the word for mjöl, but 1 cup of this sunseed flour. Yes, sunseed flour. So I put 1 cup of this with 1 cup of water, and then I stirred it in the pan, or I don't think you call it a pan, but still. Okay, I stirred it, and it's like a sunflower oatmeal kind of thing. And I'm still not hungry. I ate this like really early in the morning. So this was amazing. I put banana in. It's really rich in sugar and carbs, but I don't kick on that, so I know my triggers. My triggers is not banana, but you can use. This is really good for me to get my blueberries, my English better. So it's a really good practice for me. Blueberries in it, okay? Whatever you like. Okay, and I also found this Yukon syrup. It's from a root in Peru, and now I see if I'm gonna remember the word, but okay, I'm gonna write it down in English if I can't find it now. External. It works with the internal, the things in your belly, and that's the root to good health. Instead, this does not go out in the blood, so it doesn't kick me, and it's still the same. I made this chocolate. See, there's a lot of, I don't know if you can see, there is a lot of chocolate there. I don't eat it every day. I eat it once in a while. But also that, as the bread, my brain has to realize this is really healthy for me, and it's ecological, only really clean cocoa. I always buy the best. I'm really grateful that I can. And like with the bread, it's not to get the sugar rush, it's just to enjoy healthy food. So I made that with my daughter, actually. Next time we're going to do a new recipe, and I'm going to start to sell those as a farm market here, in Sweden. I'm going to show you other products as I learn, and I'm going to start a website where I'm going to put the recipes, so you can either, if you want to, buy them, or you can make them yourself. So is there anything else before? Yeah, okay. I just want to mention shortly about emotions. It could feel really painful, and I even had, when I realized I was a sugar addicted, I realized I opened, like, Pandora's box, and it has been closed since eons of times, and I felt really suicidal feelings, and that could be really scary. So once again, if you feel like suicidal feelings, you need to call, so you get help through the hospital or for you have to reach out for psychiatric help if it's really dangerous for you. I would ask my husband. I have my husband if I really felt that I was in danger, or a psychiatric clinic if I was in really dangerous situation, because you need to get the help if you need to. It's things that have been locked down for many, many eons of times and lifetimes. So please reach out for help if you feel that you need that. It's very important. We need to have you here on the planet to continue your life here. We are all one, and we all need to help each other. Yeah, I think that would be. There's something else they want to tell me. Yes. Okay, always put yourself first, be safe and protected, and you are all beautiful beings, brave ones, coming down to earth, to higher the vibration of earth. I send you all a virtual hug, and I love you all. We are all one. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys.